maybe 2009, and Johnny Braddock was in a small band. He already knew the band players, Ronnie and Max from Escape the Fate, but one day he ended up getting a call from Ronnie asking if he wanted to play guitar for Escape the Fate. He gave it some thought and somewhat declined the offer, but he still went down to write with the boys. But Johnny got too scared, being a little boy from Utah, so he ran back to his old band. Yeah, adios, y'all. Wait, where are you going? To the state that has the least amount of drug use. So after running back to his little band in Utah, he later got a call from Max saying how Ronnie was in jail and he was probably going to be in there for a long time. And Johnny, being a little too scared on the first visit, ended up staying with his local band in Utah. It was 2008 and the band Get Scared had just been born. They went around touring with other bands and somehow got the name of Black Veil Brides to tour with them. But the band was doing pretty decent for the fact that it was just an underground emo band. After a few years of being Get Scared, the band later found out that Nicholas Matthews was taking heroin, so they were like, adios, buddy. And then later they found Joel, I think, at a bar. After recording an album with the dude, Nick ended up coming back and they were like, alright, hasta luego, dude. Wait, what? After a while of having Nick back, the band later found out that Joel was a pedophile who had around 4,500 files of child pornography. And somehow only got 12 years in prison in 2018. Fans started hating the band because they started to somewhat think that Get Scared was trying to house a pedophile. I'm guessing this was all before the Maps thing became popular. But with this and the band not having good communication with each other and not knowing if Nick was okay or not, this was around the time that the band was probably breaking through. And I think over an 11-year run, the band ended up falling out. Get Scared later broke up due to issues between all the band members. And there was also a rumor about Johnny and Nick getting into a huge fight. And because no one wanted to point the finger at the heartbroken emo boy who came from an abusive family, Johnny ended up getting the bad end of the stick. Yeah, a lot of people were quick to point the finger at Johnny and say that it was his fault that the band broke up. There was also supposed to be a video talking about the whole explanation, and I found it through his Twitter, but then later when you click on the link, it just takes you to an unavailable video. So I'm guessing that he took it down. After saying that there was no hope for the band and not wanting to give up his passion of music, Johnny decided to make another band. But no one wanted to join his band, so he did everything by himself. I guess he just listened to I Wanna Be Somebody Soon on repeat during this time. By himself in, I think, 2019, he produced and made the whole album Ugly, did some singles, and also covers of other songs. And around 2001, Johnny made a community tab saying how him, Lloyd, Dan, and Adam were considering making music for Get Scared again. And Nick also talked a lot about how he missed making music with the other dudes, but plans ended up not going through. And there's a brief history of Johnny Braddock. So I was originally gonna make a Get Scared video, but there was no information on them, and I've already kinda hit all the important parts in this video, so I'll just settle for this.